Good day, Ellie. I received your video with questions and carefully read the questions that you wrote in the note to your video. I hope my answers will help you in our cooperation.
Hi, Susan Pope. My name's Ellie Cohen. My day job, I'm a computer programmer. In the evening, for the last few years, I've been working at network marketing. I joined BEURAX 13 days ago. I already have a team of more than 200 people. I'm on the 4th rank, and the team is growing exponentially. I have many very strong leaders, network marketing leaders in my team, and recently there's joined some extremely big network marketing leaders who can bring in huge teams, and we're in negotiations with other very big network marketing leaders. I'm going to ask a number of questions, and some of these questions, I must warn you to begin with, they're a bit uncomfortable to ask. And I just want to explain why I'm asking these questions. And that is because in the MLM business, network marketing industry, unfortunately, there have been many, many scams. People have worked building up teams, recruiting people, put money into various companies, and then all of a sudden the company disappears, right? People are very, very afraid with whatever opportunity they get involved with, particularly when the profits are so high. And therefore, people are very worried about BEURAX, and people are looking at every single detail about BEURAX with a magnifying glass.
The full video with questions lasts for 10 minutes. You have written your questions in a note, and in order not to waste the time, I will answer them immediately. First, bonus under consideration. What are the criteria for this? Bonuses are always confirmed by the operator. This is done to increase the level of financial security so that bonuses cannot be withdrawn by fraudsters. As for the bonus confirmation criteria, in fact, all partners, without exception, not only leaders, receive the bonus. Note that only active leaders receive it. It is motivational and serves to ensure that partners strive to be active when working with BEURAX. Do not forget about such situations that you yourself, I think, have encountered when a partner activated a deposit, sent a referral link to the network, and then, for some reason, stopped cooperating with the company, took his deposit after the end of the investment period, and has long been an investor of the company and in some cases even engaged in anti-advertising of the company. At a certain point, this person decides to log into their account and discovers a leadership bonus on it. Do you think such a leader is worthy of receiving this bonus? Especially if he is also caught, for example, in violation of the rules of cooperation with the company? The probability that such a situation will happen is very small, but nevertheless, it is quite realistic. So we take this probability into account and include it in the rules. In all other cases, BEURAX partners unconditionally receive a bonus. Second, how can the company guarantee such high profits? So, as I said earlier, BEURAX uses bots that are the company's own development. In fact, they are absolutely unique software created on the basis of formulas and algorithms of nanosecond financial engineering. One of their main advantages is the speed of receiving and processing exchange data. This is a highly intelligent software that has significantly more advanced settings and features that are not available on regular trading bots used on MT4 and MT5. In addition to the simple functions of opening or closing a trade, the BEURAX bot is able to analyze the relevance of the transaction based on statistics from previous transactions and on up-to-date exchange information, which BEURAX received almost a second faster than other platforms. This gap is enough to analyze the market situation, assume what operations will be performed by standard bots, ordinary traders who use standard strategies, how this will affect the further course of events on the exchange, and perform a particular trading operation. We are confident in the performance of this system because for many months this system works flawlessly and reaches a profit of 70–78% of the completed trading operations. Third, why does it state on Hype Monitor websites that BEURAX is not paying? As you know, Hype monitors are specialized resources that are engaged in the development and promotion of various types of hype projects, such as the Ponzi scheme and other illegal organizations that have nothing to do with real activities, and they are engaged in the redistribution of depositors' funds between new users. The audience that is used to working with hype projects, as a rule, does not know how to work with reliable legal companies and leads the same users who treat any type of business as another hype project. They use the company and its reputation solely for the purpose of profit and sometimes for the purpose of attracting existing investors of the company to fraudulent organizations, discrediting the good name and reputation of the company. BEURAX is a legal international financial organization, registered in accordance with all the rules and regulations of the current legislation. It has an officially registered source of income and provides reports confirming the conduct of business. Therefore, the company is categorically against the BEURAX name being placed next to the names of illegal internet projects and attracting incompetent and dubious public from hype monitors to the ranks of its clients. Naturally, this move has angered many hype monitoring administrators who, in addition to not being able to cash in on the company themselves, are also losing their potential audience because every day more and more people around the world are choosing BEURAX instead of hype projects. It is for this reason that representatives of the hype industry do their best to discredit the name of BEURAX, fabricate false data about the company and its management, place the name of BEURAX among already closed hype projects, and do everything possible to mislead potential customers of the company and lure as large an audience of investors as possible into their fraudulent schemes. BEURAX initially outlined its position on the attitude to hype monitoring and devoted an entire paragraph in a FAQ section which described in detail the reasons why this step was taken. The fourth, why no KYC? Today, this is done for the convenience of using the site, so that anyone from anywhere in the world can become a client of the company in just a few minutes. It should also be taken into account that this requirement applies to obtaining sufficiently complete information about counterparties, legal entities, the nature of their business, and individual business transactions for which a financial transaction is conducted. Until 2024, the company only works with private investors. Currently, the requirements and standards aimed at implementing this principle are set at the level of national legislation. In Australia, there are no clear requirements for this procedure for individuals. In the future, the company plans to add the function of uploading verification documents during registration so that in January 2022, all BEURAX users can become verified. The fifth, where is the $750 million? And the sixth, where is this money from? The authorized capital of BEURAX is $75 million. You can view the supporting document on the company's website in the Documents section. $25 million of these funds actually belong to Brandon. As a financial analyst of the highest category and working with representatives of the largest trading and financial corporations, it would be foolish not to use your knowledge to conduct your own trading process. These strategies, which allowed Brandon to earn a fortune, are currently at the heart of the work of BEURAX trading bots. The remaining $50 million belong to a private investor from Saudi Arabia, for whom Brandon once provided his services as a financial analyst and helped during the financial crisis of 2008 not only to save his fortune but also to multiply it several times. Company only registered 2 months ago. How come they have 217 employees within 2 months? Okay, answering the last question, I said that Brandon Watts worked as a financial analyst for many years and independently conducted trading activities. At that time, we were talking about creating a tool that will automate the trading operations and the process of making a profit. And when the system was created and tested by a huge number of successful transactions, then we were talking about creating a company where we could apply these technologies and knowledge. To date, 217 people are not the largest number of employees given the possibility of remote work. Another reason why we quickly recruited employees is that most of these people were initially involved in creating the business model and technologies that BEURAX uses today. We didn't start recruiting the staff after the company was created. Our staff is actually the creator of this company. This is the absolute success of BEURAX. Each of our employees has the maximum interest in the trouble-free and stable operation of the entire enterprise, because each of them is a part of this system. The 8th question, where are the CEO and CMO from? The 9th, why no info on CEO even on LinkedIn? And the 10th, can we have some externally verifiable background information about the CEO? Could we see his passport? Well, dear Ellie, BEURAX is a fully international organization, so our employees include people from Australia, the Czech Republic, Hungary, India, Japan, Slovenia, Russia, the United States, Canada, Sweden, the United Kingdom, the Netherlands. The year is 2020 and this is normal. Personally, I was born in the Czech Republic, but I have been living in Australia for many years and have Australian citizenship. And as for the accent, in addition to English, I speak 4 other languages, and I think that my accent is also heard there, and I also think this is absolutely normal. Brandon Watts is also an Australian citizen, and of course, he has an Australian passport, which we will easily provide to you as a representative of one of the largest partner structures in BEURAX. Brandon is Hungarian by birth, and his native language is Hungarian, so it's no surprise that he doesn't have a pure Australian accent. Australia is the most comfortable country for doing business related to cryptocurrency, and for this reason, many companies working in this field choose Australia to organize the headquarters for their business. Regarding information about Brandon's past employment, the lack of information about him in social media and networks. As someone who knows Brandon personally and has talked to a lot of employees who have known him for a long time, I can say the following about him. Brandon Watts has established himself to a financial analyst of the highest category and an excellent manager who cares about the well-being of the company and each employee in particular. There is really very little information about Brandon Watts on social media, that's a fact. But in addition, he's an adult who has worked very hard all his life and simply was not interested in ways to popularize his own person by maintaining pages in social networks. Also, the lack of information about his personal life is due to the fact that he worked for many years as a financial analyst in the public sector, and he's still subject to the NDA contract, a non-disclosure agreement. Therefore, he's not a media person and does not publish information about his personal and professional life as not to violate the state contract. He passed on his professional attitude to confidentiality to the entire team of the company, arguing that potential clients should be guided and make a decision about cooperation referring not to a specific person, but to the relevance and efficiency of the business and the quality of services provided, since these factors are decisive in the provision of financial services. Brandon Watts is responsible for determining the course of development and organization of the company's work to achieve the most effective interaction between all BEURAX divisions. This is his main responsibility. He does what the head of a large financial organization should do. And for this reason, he hired me as a marketing director so that I could do business with clients on his behalf and on behalf of BEURAX as a whole. And the 11th question, could we receive a video tour of the bot? That is, walk into the server room, get a technical guide to show the bot running, cross-reference the trades on the relevant exchange to show that what is shown on their screen ties up in real time with what is shown on the exchange and the trading bot. I understand that most clients want to see how the entire process of making a profit is going. what the equipment that the company uses looks like, and learn more about the process of making transactions. This is a natural desire, especially for people who are used to working with network marketing and with those projects and companies that are happy to provide such information. But there's one caveat. Almost all the companies that provided such information are no longer functioning, and this is an irrefutable fact. Perhaps this is due to the fact that this information played against them, or perhaps more likely they simply fabricated this information and actually just engaged in the redistribution of funds of new depositors between users. In any case, all these companies were interested in attracting new customers on a large scale, so they regularly held all sorts of meetings, provided any information that customers needed, held video conferences with the CEO for almost everyone, and did everything possible to attract as many users as possible in the shortest amounts of time. I am the company's marketing director responsible for the development of BEURAX. I want to emphasize that despite the presence of an affiliate and bonus program in our company, we do not position ourselves as a network company. Of course, we're interested in having investors in the company, but the main difference between our company is that we do not pursue this. We are only indirectly interested in the company's large-scale development in the network business segment. This niche will be interest to us only after the division of the company in 2024 into network and investment areas, and until then, our priority is to consolidate BEURAX in the field of investment. Until then, BEURAX will function more as an online platform that allows people to significantly increase their capital through online investments. In response to this question, I have to return to the topic of our CEO's attitude to privacy, information security, and the goals that BEURAX pursues. Customers of the company should take into account that the BEURAX bot itself is a unique development of the company, and given the previous field of activity of our director, Brandon Watts, his attitude to data security and direct relation to the technologies, financial strategies and tools that many corporations use today to obtain data, it would be very imprudent to publicly demonstrate the principle of operation of the technology, which, in comparison with other companies, brings huge profits to BEURAX and all its clients on a daily basis. Such information, if it falls into the wrong hands, can instantly affect the company's ability to compete in an already oversaturated investment market. Therefore, strict confidentiality of such data of the company's top priority in its operations. Just put yourself in the position of the company owner and imagine that you have a technology that can lead your company to a leading position in the cryptocurrency trading segments in just a few years. You know that this will bring you billions of dollars in net profit on absolutely legitimate grounds. Question: will you demonstrate how your system works in open access to everyone? Will you take this information outside the walls of your company to attract investors? I do not think so. BEURAX is now in the same position. We have a constant, reliable source of profit, which the company shares with everyone, and we are not interested in attracting all investors from all over the world at once. BEURAX adheres to the policy of systematic development. Information transmitted from client to client through obtaining their own profit results. This is the most reliable and correct way to interact with the company with investors. Therefore, today, we're not chasing a massive expansion of the customer base. We're not chasing ratings. We're not chasing investors' money. Our main goal is to strengthen the reputation of BEURAX as a reliable, solvent partner, which, despite the difficult economic situation in the world for many people and companies, regularly and consistently brings profit to each client. I hope that my answers have helped you understand a policy a little more and will help you and your partners in making further decisions about cooperation. In any case, I always stay in touch and always ready for a dialogue. Best wishes, Susan Pope. Bye!